Hello there, it's Cookies. We're now a week forward in real life, so tend to do a lot of these recordings on the weekend now. So we've got turn 42 of EA Relay, and we've got a few things going on. So I did a raid in the Mighty Pillars, if you remember our mage, our doomed Aboleth jumping in. So here he is, racking up horror marks until hopefully he'll stop getting them once he's twice born. And this pack of Wind Lords and Wind Riders. So he's 20 protection. Soul Vortex. They still hit pretty hard though. And his 13 attack is gonna really not hit the 21 defense of most of these guys. Liquid Body was the first thing cast because I was trying to prevent accumulating a bunch of afflictions while doing this. So that was kind of the reason for that. Liquid Body helps with reducing affliction chance. Soul Vortex was just to maybe kill a couple of Sacreds, which it does. Alright, so we kill 3 Sacreds. We get our twice-born guy, and we see a few battles. We lose 1,100 people because of luck scales. We gain 600 people. And we gain misfortune and get cursed because of luck scales. So, and due to kind of a weird quirk, they made whoever did Worthy Heroes, or if this is a vanilla hero, this guy has a quirk where he's not size 4 like all the other Aboleths, so he doesn't get the proper Aboleth, and he might not be properly tagged as an Aboleth too. So he doesn't get the proper Aboleth, like, undead body from doing Twiceborn. So instead he just becomes a normal white mage with full slots. So this guy just got upgraded in my mind, because now he can hold a lot of things. So that's kind of cool. And let's go ahead and check out these battles. We had a couple of battles in Dardania. So Femoria bringing an army in to take on the Throne Independence. Let's see what he brought. Got this thug. SC, maybe? Spear of the Morrigan, that's exciting. Causes decay damage. There's a water waddle. Some air gems. Okay. Nothing too crazy from the Independence. Alright. We have a bunch of these Numidian warriors, which are basically elves. However, one of the big issues with this Fomorian army is a lot of people are starving. So they've actually got, I think, it's a morale debuff? Yeah, so big morale debuff. And I forget if starving has other penalties. I thought it gave like attack and defense skill penalties, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just the big morale debuff. But, definitely something to keep in mind, and if you go from starving to diseased, then, well, I mean, so if you stay starving for 2 turns, then your guys start getting diseased. They're gonna go ahead and try to fend off all these vine ogres and centaurs. Some air elementals running around in the back. And we can see units starting to run, probably from a lot of units in there having low morale, but enough are sticking around that it looks like they're going to win. Looks like we had some Gift of Flight cast. Alright, so here's the Thug. And then Airmore goes for Dardania the same turn. So unlucky for Moria that they got to fight the Independents, because in comes Airmore. They've got a Lar with a Thistle Mace, so Nature 3 with some Earth Nature Gems. Number of Augurs with a lot of Fire Gems. So maybe a bunch of Elementals. Pontifex Maximus. And Spittle with a Death Stick. Alright. So, this is exactly what I would not do if I were setting up an army. I would not put my undead troops in front of a bunch of fire elementals so that they catch on fire. So, I think this is a scripting error. I think with these undead, you want them behind the line of mages if you're going to do something like this. Additionally, the fire elementals stuck around long enough to catch a bunch of the mages on fire. And you just did Foul Vapors. Yeah, by the Lar. This guy. So you just did Foul Vapors without doing, Oh no, you did do Serpent's Blessing. Okay. I missed it. So your troops are at least poison resistant, but they're not fire resistant, unfortunately. Meanwhile, the undead and the fire elementals are fighting with the starving Fomorian giants and the Numidian warriors. They're all getting poisoned. Additionally, that's why this player brought all the undead, is because they are they have built-in poison resist. 25. So the Numidian warriors, I'm not even sure if they really made it into combat, and they've already given up. The Fomorian giants, though, are made of tougher stuff. Except that one. He has 1 HP, though. I think he can be excused as he dies of poison. Enough of the leaders, so minus this Revenant, enough of the leaders have now routed that he's not mindless. I don't know why these guys are disappearing. Or maybe I was just not seeing them get killed. Alright, so definitely definitely a bloodbath, this one. So Airmore loses 12 mages, which is pretty extensive losses, along with a legion of undead. While Fomoria loses a Fomorian king, 16 of his sacred giants. So at 75 gold each, they are more expensive than the augurs. So losing 16 giants actually hurts more in some ways than losing 12 augurs. And additionally lost 36 Numidian warriors. So I would, like, Fomoria technically won this, but I would call this a very Pyrrhic victory, because I would view the casualties as tilting very badly towards Fomoria. Fomoria took a lot of losses that you wouldn't want to take. So, and then Airmore moved into Haloma. with a large army, including their Jin, Robin Williams. And we have just a small group of Myrmidons in this particular Arco fort. Storm. Flaming missiles. Seems kind of weird to cast Storm here, because it actively counteracts the flaming missiles you're doing. Like it causes half of these missiles to just miss automatically. In addition, it also prevented the Draconians from jumping into the fort. And I don't know what the hell he's casting to make the Storm worth it. Is it just for this guy? No, he has magic power. Yeah, I don't know why the hell you cast Storm here. Makes no sense to me. And Malar casts Hal, which is pretty good. Might be overkill for this, but yeah, it's a good spell. Alright. So Airmore takes this, loses 4 more augurs, loses a mix of infantry, kills 38 Myrmidons, and takes Haloma. So let's go ahead and see where that is. So that's this fort here. So with this throne, I'm assuming Airmore has taken this throne. So with 2, 4, 6, and presumably he's going to go for the Throne of Destiny. And this throne he just went for. So this is looking like a solid Airmore throne rush. We see the Pretender here with troops, and we see more troops here. So this is looking like he's going to move in on this throne. I'm not really. I know at this point in the game, I was not in the mood to try and stop this. I was okay with the game ending. So I was just gonna build up and do my thing and try to take 9 because I really want 9 at this point, just because I've wanted it. I will force my fair borders onto Arco whether he wants them or not, or the game will end first. And then got in this very lose-lose war. So this is not a war you'd normally take. But it seems weird to me that Arco's never once been willing to negotiate even like one of these. After all this fighting, he's just mad at me for fighting him. So, whatever. And so we're putting together a new army, getting the band back together. So we're hiring some troops, moving some mages, specifically the Water 3s. Additionally, we're moving some of the Mind Blasters. And we're getting some command items together. We're getting some, yeah, just a variety of command items. We're going to try and gear this guy out a little bit. Hopefully he can survive a horror attack from whatever horror marks he's already got. So that's kind of the idea there. In addition, he's got this full suite of paths and full slots now. So definitely improved over his old form, even if he's gone down in size 1 and lost some HP. And let's see, we're doing a lot of recruiting. I know that. Yep. So turning the mage recruitment back on. And in terms of research, we're running up to Enchant 6. So Enchant 6 has a few things that we want. Specifically, well, maybe it doesn't. Shit. Why was I going up to this? I know I'm going up to Enchant 7 because there's a lot of good stuff here. There's like Mass Flight, Serpent's Blessing. I guess Relief is up here, but Gift of Health, Life After Death, Carrion Reanimation. is a spell that I kind of like, because you get 100 undead for 10 death gems. So, and yeah, so I like what's in here. And you know, I'm running down to Nexus anyways, but I think the idea was maybe I'll finish out this, and then I've got enough research I could do Construction 5 in one turn, and that would set me up for running to Construction 6 if I never needed to. But I have a feeling I'm going to change this. So, but yeah, that's it for this one. So I'll go ahead and see you in turn 43.